Welcome back to the coverage of YCS Rimini 2016, where we're now in our round 6 already. We're closing in on the first day where we're going to play 7 rounds. So it's the second to last round that we're going to see today, and it is going to be exciting. You guys can tell Luke is very excited for this round.
Pretty excited.
Fill us in.
Okay,
Why are you so
I'm being
excited?
quiet so the players don't hear us because I really want to shout. But we have Joshua Schmidt, who only yesterday did a Cyber Angel deck profile for us, playing against Cyber Angels.
Okay, so if there's anything, he's not going to expect that because he was doing that profile basically for the new format.
He was saying, "Oh, when
This is gonna be good.
When the new Forbidden Limited list comes out, then we can start playing Cyber Angels." And even I tried playing the deck yesterday because it was I love Ritual Monsters, as you know, Trishula, you know, and yeah, I mean I can't read Italian or his handwriting, but I see Cyber Angels and I'm excited.
Yeah, handwriting is definitely an understatement here. It's an insult to other handwritings.
Yeah. He's playing the boy Benton. He's
Yeah,
the
but
most important.
speaking of ritual monsters, there's another ritual monster where you're like, oh yeah, this is reminding us of last year
He
almost.
is playing Necros.
That's kind of unheard of, right?
Yeah.
Without, of course, all the other Necros cards.
Yeah.
We're not going to see those crazy combos and so on.
No.
But it does suit. It feels close as a whole, really, in this deck, right? It does serve a purpose, so to
Yeah,
speak.
I mean, I was playing a version yesterday, and I was just playing four Necros cards: Trishula, Bryonak, Clausphilus, and Necros Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any of those plus Manju or Senju, or you have to have Trishula plus Manju and Senju. You can make Herald of Perfection and have Herald of Perfection protect your Trishula play.
Right.
That's crazy.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, on the other side of the table, we got, of course, Joshua Schmidt, who always plays the deck that offers him the most options because he's one of the veterans. He has been at the World Championship at one point. Done well, won a YCS and so on. So he really knows how to make the most out of the options that he has.
Yeah.
So he always wants to play the deck that offers him the most options.
Yeah. And in this format, that's Pendulum.
That is Pendulum, yeah. Anything interesting about his deck?
I mean, he's playing what would be considered Odd Eyes Pendulum because he's playing the full 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum. He's playing Odd Eyes Fusion, which along with that comes all of the Odd Eyes extra deck monsters, Vortex, Meteor Burst, Rebellion, Absolute, all of those cards, as well as having that really cheeky Utopia Beyond play.
Right.
I love that play.
Yeah,
So,
a card
really
that
good.
was at first I think only available in the US, but
Utopia Beyond. No, I think it was released all around.
okay,
You may be thinking of Utopia the Lightning.
yeah,
Yeah, Utopia the Lightning.
Which
is
is, yeah.
not out yet
okay.
in Europe, but this is the one which reduces all your opponent's monsters to 0.
Another interesting card that he plays, of course, Pot of Desires.
Full 3 copies.
Even though it's a -9.
Even though
I've read that a couple of times.
yeah.
I'm not quite sure what to make of it, to be honest.
Well, we were talking about this yesterday, and he was saying like, yeah, he was agreeing with me. It sounds really blunt, but if your deck doesn't play Pot of Desires, then you shouldn't be playing that deck. That's what a lot of
that's
people
what he
have been
said.
saying. Yeah.
Well, that's a very blunt statement.
Yeah.
Yes, very hard to argue with him.
Yeah.
All right, but as always, we expect to see some great dueling from Joshua Schmidt. So let's take a look at the table where these two guys are getting ready to get their game on in round 6 of YCS Rimini.
Yeah.
All right, like you
Yeah.
said.
There we see Joshua Schmidt. Yeah.
On the left and on the right, Francesco Simoncelli.
Yeah. Oh, we still got Fairy Tale Snow up on the card.
Yeah,
Card
we're
reader there.
gonna switch over in just a second. Once we got the hands in,
Yeah.
here we go. Cyber Angel Benton is the first card we see.
That's the card you wanna be seeing. I mean, like his version was very different to mine. I threw mine together just because, just to try it.
You just lost a couple of fans when they heard that you love Ritual Monsters.
Really?
Yeah, because likes Ritual Monsters is referring to Tier 0 Necros.
Okay.
So the burn is still there.
No, I just like Trishula. Trishula's just my
Okay,
friend.
Joshua Schmidt talk about an explosive opening with a monkey board
Yeah.
together with the Skullcrobat Joker, rubbing it in.
Yeah, just straight
He's
in
like, yeah, this is why this is a thing.
Yeah. So he's probably just going to produce an impenetrable board.
That's the best 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
like without question.
Yeah, yeah. You
Jeez.
can't really go wrong. I mean, he's opened with Kieran as well, and he's got the Pendulum Sorcerer. Whew, that's a lot of stuff.
And things keep getting better. He just complained because he was undefeated up until round 5, where he went up against Alexander Hulch, who is playing Mermail of all archetypes.
Yeah.
And he gave him a 2-0 convincing victory. Joshua was really salty after that.
Yeah.
That is the correct word.
Yeah. So he uses Pendulum Sorcerer to its fullest extent here. To most likely going to go get 2 Pendulum Scales of the differing variety ready for next turn. So he's investing in his future plays here. I think he got the Radish Horse. Is it? Oh, yeah, Radish Horse. Radish Horse. Horseradish. It's basically a horse that's made of radish. Couldn't see what other card he got, but no doubt a Pendulum Scale that's opposite to Radish Horse. I think Radish Horse is a small Pendulum Scale. Not too sure, though. Okay, he has Odd Eyes Fusion.
So that is a great opening.
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how good is this opening?
Well,
He's not quite done yet, but
let's go with an 8.
yeah, it's
7 or an 8, because he's got Vortex, he's got Kieran. It could have only been better if he'd have Pendulum summoned an Apex Avian alongside everything else.
right. And let's take a look at Francesco's hand. Is he going to be able to fight through this?
Yeah. He's got a lot of stuff. So the immediate response is, can you just take this thing that doesn't negate my stuff?
I'm just asking. No, sorry. It's calculated.
So pre-prep?
Yeah.
Pre-prep is just a +1. So he gets to go and search for Herald of Perfection. So he is playing Herald of Perfection. I can't tell from his list. But yeah, so this is... He's actually got the play. You can play the Herald of Perfection ritual spell, and then tribute Benton from hand, and then summon Herald of Perfection, and then both Herald and Benton activate at the same time. Benton comes back to hand, and you get to search for a light fairy monster from your deck. So basically, you pay nothing for Herald. Benton is not once per turn, so you get 2 fairies immediately to use with Herald. He's choosing whether he wants to put it in attack or defense here. It's a big choice, attack or defense. So again, he's making the play here. He gets Benton straight back, and Benton's effect's going to activate. Maybe he's going to go search for Honest, or what he really needs to do is he now needs to ritual summon Benton, but with the power boost of Identi. I think it's the name. Yeah, that one, the one that he just got. Oh no, that's Benton. Yeah, I don't know which one he's going to decide to go for, but basically he wants to ritual summon a big enough monster to be able to start just taking out his opponent's monsters here. Or he's going to try and make Christia. That's a really good play as well, obviously.
Oh, he does that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The deck does seem to have a couple of options.
Well, so right now, his opponent can't play cards because Herald can negate everything.
Yeah.
And it's a multi-trigger in as many chains as one. So I don't know how he's planning on summoning Valkyries. Oh, he summons it with Adventure Ritual. Okay, right. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, so he can summon Valkyries, and then Benton in hand. He can tribute.
I think the camera needs to go back to look. To be honest,
he can tribute Benton from hand, draw a card, and then search with Benton.
I like all this excitement.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's super crazy.
It's
okay.
tier 0 Cyber Angels.
Yeah, but it's super crazy. So he's gonna use Valkyries' effect and tribute Benton from hand, and then get to draw cards. So he's gonna get rid of probably Gyaku Tenno as well, and he gets to draw 2 cards, and then for free. It's just
sounds like he's like, why do you play Pot of Desires? I just draw cards without banishing anything from my deck.
So right now he's obviously he's keeping all of the Cyber Angels in hand, ready to negate Kirin with with the
Herald of Perfection. Yeah. Fair enough. And
so he's counting his.
that is like a perfect comeback, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Seems like both of these players have really strong openings.
yeah, but it just gets negate with Herald of Perfection. So he gets to replay with Valkyrus, so he's probably going to attack over the Skullcrobat Joker. Yeah, Valkyrus. So he's going to draw 2 cards, and then he's going to choose whether draw 1 card. But then Benton's effect, and then this is it. He's got Christia now. This is crazy. And he goes and searches Honest so that any of his monsters can't lose to the Kaiju in battle. This is crazy. And then he just recovers Benton with Christia. Look at this board. Look at this board. His opponent can't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Seriously. Like,
I feel bad for
can't
Joshua
play
Schmidt.
cards.
Honestly, I feel really, really bad for Joshua Schmidt.
It's
I
like-
mean, he just lost to Mermaids
Yeah.
of all decks. Like, he was really unhappy with that, of course.
And then he's facing this down
This-
right
yeah,
now.
and he's like, what happened? I didn't start like 1-3 or something. I didn't end up in the swamp of rogue decks. I'm at the top of the field. I should only be playing against Domain Monarch, Exceed Monarch, things like
Burning
that.
Abyss,
Burning
yeah.
Abyss, yeah.
He just backs up.
Decks to expect.
Oh my
And
gosh.
instead, he goes up
Wow.
against some of the roguiest rogue decks.
Joshua Schmidt right now is thinking, I wish I'd have taken my own advice and played Cyber Angels.
Yeah, there you can see. He's like, what just happened, really?
Whoa, that was incredible.
And Francesco is feeling it. He's confident after that first
He
game.
played Valkyrus to tribute Benton from hand. That's just crazy. It's a +2. Like,
Yeah, it just doesn't. It's just way too strong.
it's just outright a +2.
All right. What has Joshua in his side deck that he can side in here?
But he definitely needs some of these maxis.
You need some time to breathe.
Yeah.
We got 3 copies of Maxi. Those are going to come in.
Yeah, the kaijus have to come in, but even the kaijus are not much use when they've got Christia, because you can't summon the kaiju.
Right. So
it's you got to put it in to try and deal with Herald of Perfection, but at the same time
yeah, you don't.
you can't, because if
It's,
he
that's going to be a
manages
tough choice.
Secret Village.
It's got Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer. Is not gonna.
Not too much. I mean, it's okay, because if you know, all of the ritual spells generally to activate their effect, they banish themselves, so that's good. But wow,
That was quite the first game.
yeah. So Cyber Angels,
They are a thing now. Not just.
and we got to see some Necros cards.
Not going to be on Monday. They're going to be a thing right now. What about Francesco? What does he have in his side deck? What's there to give him even more of an advantage? Yeah, you just okay. I think there's a Raigeki.
Raigeki,
There's a Dark Hole. 2 copies of
Cosmic
Dark Hole.
Cyclone, Twin Twister. Yeah, he's got loads of good stuff. He's got all this good stuff. He's got
This seems like a Maxi.
Maxi,
Ghost
Ghost
over.
Over and Winter Cherries.
Yeah, and it's really, really hard to make sense of this high-end writing.
No, I think I've got all of them apart from this one.
This one, yeah. It's such a long card name. It looks like a kaiju from the length of the card name, but I don't think it's one. And I can't even like make anything out of this.
No.
Look at this
I
big.
think that says banner.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also surprised that he made it through the deck check, the initial deck check,
Yeah.
during the registration, where a judge was looking at this and was
Francesco.
like, "Yep, that's fine."
Francesco opens pre-prep again. That's just Pot of Greed. It's a +1.
Yeah, without the other part.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, if people are checking on your heart rate right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to calm down here. It's really tough. This game's just crazy. Like, these Cyber Angels, they weren't even on my radar until yesterday when Joshua was talking about them. I thought they were some kind of, not as strong Necros cards, but they're just crazy. I mean, it's okay. So let's get real here. So Joshua's opened Iris plus Abductor. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But he did have a good opening in the first game.
Yeah, he had a fair opening.
It's just...
I guess when your first play is to summon Solemn Judgment on legs, repeatedly on legs, it doesn't really matter what your opening play is.
And it gets better from there.
Yeah.
That's the part that's also important. It's because we've seen Herald decks in the past, and all they did was play Herald and hope.
Yeah, so this is the thing.
This is different. It was a Herald and more, like a lot more.
There's this core engine of Cyber Angel cards that you just put in to the Herald of Perfection deck that suddenly increases the number of fairies, the light fairies that you can discard with it. That's just bonkers. Okay, so I think Francesco is asking for a translation of Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon here. So that is one of the new cards from Dragons of Legend Unleashed. A lot of the top-end players have been putting Mirage Dragon into their Pendulum decks at the moment.
We can, of course, get that card text up for you guys, in case you're not familiar with it. Page is loading, and here we go. Oh, lots of effects.
Yeah.
The monster effect.
There's a lot of text.
During either player's turn, while an Odd Eyes card is in your Pendulum zone, you can target one Odd Eyes monster you control. The first time it would be destroyed by battle or card effect this turn, it's not destroyed. Which is quite interesting. Like, while an Odd Eyes card is in your Pendulum zone, if it would be destroyed by battle,
It's quite an intricate effect.
I haven't seen a card that's in the Pendulum zone getting destroyed by battle. Did you ever see?
No. It's if a monster, if you have an Odd Eyes card in the Pendulum zone, and
you can target one Odd Eyes monster you control. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Joshua is basically making the exact play that he made last turn, last game.
But he's still got the Magic Abductor this time.
Yeah, but it
doesn't make a difference. He's
not
going to
a
end up
huge
with the same
difference.
board, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes a bit of a difference because he's going to get to use its effect because Francesco is probably going to play quite a few spell cards.
All right. The Pendulum effect says once per turn, if a face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one card in your Pendulum zone. If you do, place one face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster in your extra deck in your Pendulum zone, except Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. So you can kind of replace
it with a proper Pendulum Dragon.
Yeah, if your scales are screwed or something like that.
Yeah, which is nice. So he's going to open with pre-prep here. Like, that must feel awful for Joshua here.
Yeah, second time that this happens.
Yeah.
He's got great openings.
Yeah, he's got
like
desires
and
as well.
his hand as well, like Bunbuku, Skullcrobat Joker. He's got the follow-up plays. He set up everything perfectly.
Francesco's going to play desires here now, yeah. So he's going to get to draw 2 cards, basically.
After banishing 10.
Yeah.
And is he going to look at them?
He's looking at them.
Yeah, it seems like he does. I think that was the only time this weekend that we saw that. That was in round 1.
Yeah.
When last year's winner Lorenzo Santoni played the pot and didn't check what he banished because he clarified that after the match in the interview that he just really forgot about it. He was just too nervous. Those bright lights shining down on him.
Yeah. So Francesco has got a lot of cards now. Pre-prep gave him a +1 and Pot of Desires gave him a +1. So he's opening up with like 8 cards. 7 cards, sorry.
7.
Yeah.
Like,
7.
Wait a second.
Yeah. No, I think it's
actually, it should be 8.
It is 8.
Since it's 6 + 1 +
6
1.
plus
Yeah,
1 plus
it's
1,
not that hard, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we got those 8 on the app.
Wait, he's got the combo again. He's not got Benton. He needs a Benton here, but he just isn't going to be able to get one.
How much does this hurt?
I love how people put kaijus on their
And
opponent's board.
did you see how Joshua was like, yeah, whatever. Just puts it to the side. He's like,
Yeah. So tribute Herald for Herald, and then he's going to be able to add Herald back to hand. So that's at least one
There's
piece
at least
of
one, yeah.
fodder.
One negation.
Yeah. He can play Advanced Ritual Art for Valkyrus, and then draw...
Yeah,
he
he opts
just
not
left
to
it
do
there.
that.
I think he's just left it there, yeah.
Yeah. This is the more traditional way that we've seen the Herald of
Herald,
Perfection
yeah.
decks work, where you just went for Herald and then you started hoping
Yeah.
that it would just hang around and yeah, get you there basically.
This is it's not like he can it's not like he can pendulum summon because he's just going to negate all of the scales that he tries to put down.
Mm.
And he has so many cards, right? He has 1, 2,
Four
3,
cards for
4
Joshua,
negates.
and Francesco has 5 cards in hand and
3 negates.
3 negates. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna neg the Skull Crab Joker, so discard the Megami. Probably. See, I guess it doesn't really matter too much here what he discards.
He discards the Hurl, which does make sense because it's the one card that Joshua knows.
Yeah.
So he's giving away the least bit of information.
Yeah.
In that regard, it makes sense.
Actually, I think Joshua can play through all of this. That's if all of the scales are working. Bunbuku is small scale, right? I'm pretty sure Bunbuku is small scale.
Let's bring it up for you guys on the right hand side. Just takes a second.
It's a big scale.
It's a
Okay.
big scale. 5.
Yeah, so he's gonna negate the Phoenix, and then he's gonna play Bunbuku. He's gonna negate the Bunbuku, and then he's gonna be able to use terraforming to go and search for another Odd Eyes Unicorn.
But the question is Joshua is he going to try to power through all of those negations?
I think you have to.
Because I mean, there's 3 more cards in Francesco's hand.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't really know, does he? He doesn't know what those are.
He's not sure. It could be 3 more fairies, of course.
Joshua might wait and try and commit next turn. Yeah, I think
I'm gonna go for Sky Ares next.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. He's gonna go get a big scale. Yeah, Abductor is a small scale, not as small as, let's say, Monkey Board, but still down there below level 4, which is the one that you want. So yeah, he needs to negate this.
He does.
Unicorn, and then so that's both of the big searchable scales out of the way. Joshua right now, so he's got no more negates now. He's got no more negates. So
Yeah, but Joshua doesn't know, but he does play it. He tries,
Yeah.
and now he's gonna succeed.
Yeah.
It's a good move,
Mhm.
like by
Yeah.
Joshua. I'm not sure if he read his opponent in that way, that he was like, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for negations.
This is Francesco. This is Joshua's game here. So it's actually 1 game up to Francesco right now.
Oh
so
yeah,
it would bring it to 1-1.
Yeah, in case you guys just tuned in, we saw the first game, Francesco dominating with.
Oh no, he can't summon Kieran. Okay, he's fine with this. I guess Castell. Yeah, he's gonna be with Castell. Now that I think about it, yeah.
How fine is he gonna be with this?
The thing is, if Francesco just like top decks like Benton or something, then it's just crazy good. Yeah, so there's the Castell. Yeah, I mean he's going to take a lot of damage here, but if he tops like Benton or something, then this is just crazy. Yeah, it's not just Benton. Like he can top Benton, Manchu, Cyber, Petite Angel.
It's no Benton, no skill.
Okay, what did he draw?
Of course.
Wow.
Of course.
Actually, no, I don't think he can resolve that. No, he can't.
No, he
resolve
can't.
that.
Okay, wow. That was some memory of the European Championship where you're like, oh, yeah, of course. You just find that one card that's going to make all the difference.
He can't resolve that.
No, it's not quite that.
No.
All right, 1-1. Joshua Schmidt won the second game. Francesco Simoncelli?
Simoncelli,
Yeah,
so.
that's it. Won the first game. Good comeback for Joshua, despite the bad odds in a way, with his opponent again starting with the pre-preparation of rights, where you just feel like, this is never going to stop.
No, that's pretty special. That first turn, first gameplay, that was just crazy.
Yeah.
That was some crazy Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right, so, like we said, 1-1. There we go, guys. You now have the little traffic lights at the bottom.
Yeah.
So now it's even. Close. And who is going to be the favorite for the third game? I mean,
Yeah,
we're
just-
going to expect Francesco to
Yeah.
opt and go first.
Yeah, I think
Haven't seen that so far.
No.
Always had his opponent Joshua go first.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to whether Francesco here manages to draw pre-prep again,
Yeah.
or open like a Manju, or so. Like I think that the Valkyrie engine with Benton really just adds a lot to it.
Yeah. I mean, Benton was the key card in the first game, of
Yeah.
course. Didn't have it in the second game. That would, of course, made all the difference.
Yeah.
Benton would have been like
That would have turned the game around.
Yeah,
If
easily.
he drew Benton there,
He had like what, 2 more negations,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. But even in that last turn, if he'd have topped Benton, he could have played it out, advanced ritual out to summon Valkyries, tributed the Benton for Valkyries, drawn a card, and then searched with Benton.
Right.
So it would have, and Valkyries would have been the biggest monster on the board, and in Joshua's extra deck as well.
Right.
So
Just options,
he'd have had board
options,
control.
options.
Yeah, he would have had board control at that point.
All right. So Luca and Ryan are back.
Yeah, I wonder why he's playing that specific kaiju. I think it's got a type that would help this. It might be a light fairy.
Oh,
Cumongus.
let's try and find
Could
that.
be a light fairy, or at least a light monster.
The sticky string kaiju.
Yeah.
He is Earth monster.
Oh, okay. Earth insect. Yeah.
2/4/2/5, which is interesting because that's pretty good stats.
Yeah. I wonder why not Gamma Seal.
When your opponent normally special summons a monster, you can.
Yeah.
Nothing really
No.
stands out here.
No.
It's odd.
Okay, so it's all about what Francesco opens here. He looks
He doesn't look like he's got this.
content.
2 copies
Oh.
of advanced
Oh.
ritual art.
Oh, that hand is really bad so far. Yeah, he doesn't look
Yeah,
happy.
he doesn't. Yeah, he definitely does not look happy.
But he's got Manju.
That's an improvement to the
Yeah.
3 cards we've seen before that.
Mm-hmm.
And Megami. Oh wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, at least he
rough.
can tribute both of his.
It's advanced
dead
ritual art, and we
cards in
expect. And yes, there is the maxi. I was about to point that
It's
out.
going to be a 1-for-1 though.
Yeah, but still,
Oh yeah. It's of course you would still play it. It's going to be a 1-for-1.
especially if you have 2 copies in hand.
Yeah. Unless the 2 cards he draw, I guess he would still summon Herald. You'd give them a +1 because then you've got 2 negates, plus as many negates as you can muster up.
Now we got Valkyries on the field, which can of course improve the hand a bit.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to tribute. Okay, so he's keeping the Megami in hand. That's a good move because it's level 6.
Mm-hmm.
If you draw Machine Angel Ritual plus something, then that's possible.
So the terrible hand just
Oh, he's
got
got Ritual Sanctuary.
a lot better,
Yeah, he's got
a
Ritual
lot
Sanctuary.
better.
Yeah.
And interesting also, it shows that the deck is to some degree certainly consistent.
Yeah.
Like he was in a pretty bad spot,
Yeah.
bad opening. I mean, if somebody said, okay, let's pick the 5 worst cards you can draw into, I think like he checked the boxes for 3 of them.
Yeah.
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 So definitely not a good opening. Still, he's
Oh,
able
hold
to
on.
improve his hand quite a bit.
Ritual Sanctuary is not once per turn. He can discard Megami and go get Benton, unless I'm just going crazy. I'm sure that he can Ritual Sanctuary again. Okay, yeah, I must be wrong there.
Must be too good.
Yeah,
You
sounds
can
a bit
discard
good.
1 card, add 1 light ritual spell, a ritual monster, or 1 ritual spell card from your deck to your
Oh,
hand.
no, you got to discard a spell card.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to discard it. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Normally you don't have that many.
Yeah, if Megami was a spell card there, whoa.
Yeah.
So he's got 1 negate. I think that's.
And
that's
it also says you
it's-
can only use each effect of Ritual Sanctuary once per
Oh, is
turn.
it only once per
So
turn? Okay.
yeah, it's not completely
I
busted.
thought it was multiple. But anyway,
Let's look at the opening hand of Joshua Schmidt. He did originally have 2 maxis. Now it's down to 1, and like you pointed out, it's going to be a 1-for-1.
yeah.
Lost 1 card, gained 1 card, and now he's got a pretty good assembly of different cards there.
Yeah.
Magical Abductor on the field.
I don't think this is too amazing. I think if Francesco negates at the right time, I think the right time to negate is to negate Sky Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has so many big scales. He can pendulum summon all day long.
Do you think he's going to negate the terraforming already?
Oh, is he still debating that?
I think so.
Then yes. Yeah. Terraforming or Sky Iris.
Yep.
Same result. Oh, he has 2 terraformings.
I didn't even notice that. But yes, 1 was on
Oh,
the field,
okay.
1 was
Then-
in the hand.
And that's unfortunate.
Okay, it's time for Joshua Schmidt to play the troll here. He's like, yeah, I can do that too. Is he on 2 counters if the first gets negated? This is Sky Aris, so sorry.
Yeah.
We're already... Yeah, everything is fine, guys.
He's in business now.
He is, indeed. That's a pretty big business, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
that looks like a really good opening.
Yeah, he can search practically anything. Probably Bunboku. He's either going to get Bunboku or he's going to go get Skullcrobat Joker.
Unbrick the hand. Sounds like a Tony Braxton song. Where was Unbreak My Heart? Unbreak My Hand? Yeah, somebody's going to record that.
Probably.
It's not going to be me, though.
No.
Got some female judges. I can talk to them.
Yeah.
All right. So, if we got this right, no more negations for
No.
Francesco. And
Nope.
Joshua Schmidt is far from being done.
Yeah, look at this.
He's going to go big.
Yeah.
It's not quite the situation where I like to ask
Did
the
he normal
question.
summon?
Nope, because he started with a Magical Abductor. And then
Then
we saw the terraforming Sky Aris, the other Pendulum summon. I don't remember seeing a normal summon.
Let me take a look at his deck list. Does he play? I'm trying to remember the level of Light Phoenix. Is it? I think it's 5. No, I can't do that. I was just thinking he could do the combo. He could have done the combo, but he can't. The
I would have been surprised
the
if
C39
he
Utopia
had
combo.
missed it, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think he has. But I'm saying if he had a normal summon left, he could tribute summon a level 6 monster over Pendulum Sorcerer and do the C39 Utopia Beyond combo.
This now makes it certainly look like the Pendulum deck is a bit more consistent.
Oh yeah.
Than the Cyber Angels.
Yeah.
At least at this point in time. Monday is going to be a different story.
Yeah.
But Joshua Schmidt definitely 3 games, 3 good openings, really good openings, and it wasn't that it was always the same cards. He could get to those good opening plays in different ways.
Yeah.
So
Super consistent.
yeah, so you can of course also tell he knows his deck.
As the Radishos.
Not a surprise.
So it loses 500 attack points. Valkyros loses 500 attack points, and oh no, sorry. I think it loses the attack points of
The monster.
Skullcrobat Joker.
Yeah. So is he going to be able to clear the entire board?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. He is
I
able
forgot
to
about
clean the entire
unicorn.
board.
Yeah.
On top of that, he's also able to win the game. And look at Joshua Schmidt. Like,
What a comeback.
What a comeback. He's really happy right
Yeah.
now. Francesco Simoncelli did have his moment in that first game. Now he's not too happy anymore.
Sighs of relief. From
Yeah,
Joshua.
Joshua is really like... I mean, he did take his beating last game.
Yeah.
Last round.
Yeah.
In round 4 when he lost to Mermaids 2-0. And I think he was a bit afraid that the same thing is going to happen here, but ultimately not so much. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that in our post-game discussion, guys.